Mr. Simic and Ms. Kafur, the two of you have been dating for a while. You believe you want to get married, but you're not quite sure. You're doing what I think everybody should do, is question whether the union is right. You have come here, you have brought your marriage license, which you've given me permission to destroy if I think it's not a good idea, and you want my honest opinion as to whether or not this union will work. I have given you a compatibility test, which we're going to talk about as well. But before we do that, Mr. Simic, I'm going to start with you. Tell me why you want to marry her, but you're not quite sure it's the thing to do.
Frankly, Judge, it's the finances. You know, I think a huge part of every good marriage is being financially sound, and quite frankly, I'm worried about her. Every month I create a budget, and seemingly every month the budget is destroyed by Andrea. You know, a couple great examples. We live in New York City, and luckily we have a backyard. Not many people do. And she went ahead and spent about $500 in flowers for the backyard. And, you know, we're a young couple, and the backyard looks stunning. But
I mean, he helped me plant these flowers. He went to Home Depot with me. So it's
so
not
he's trying to claim that you spending money, but he was right there with you spending it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. It's like, you know, when we talk about like clothes and stuff, and I'll say I have a budget for clothes, but if I look good on it, then he's like, oh, you need to have this. Oh, you need to have this. And then later on, you know, you look back and we spent all this money on clothes, but he was there and he loved the way it looked on me.
Now, Mr. Simic, I was all with you because I'm cheap. I like to hang on to a dollar. And I was like, this man knows what he's doing. He's got a budget. He wants to stick to it. And I'm going to tell her what time of day it is. But apparently, you're spending with her. Is that true, or is she steering me wrong here?
it's very difficult to say no to Andrea.
No. Just like that. You gotta stick to your guns. I don't care how good she look, how good her hair is, symmetrical, her eyes, no, it don't matter. It does not matter, bro. And my thing with it is I've learned to compromise. You can compromise. Okay, if the goal is $500, we can save $100 every week, and then we'll reach that goal. But as far as the problem, in my opinion, the problem is not the spending. Cool. You want to, if you work and you can afford it, you want to be able to spend your money on what you want. But it's when you splashing in $500 waves like that, no. But it all starts with you, young man. It starts with you, young man. You got to stick to your guns. Stick to the script.
You know, I try my hardest. I just wish you wouldn't put me in those positions, you know? I mean, you know, it's primarily with clothing. I mean, I don't know, I guess she doesn't feel comfortable in the dressing room, so she'll purchase several sizes, come home, try them on, which, okay, I understand. You know, some people have things like that.
Well, I don't understand it. Ms. Kafur, you won't try.
No, I do. Sometimes it's like just crazy busy, and I don't want to wait. So then I might say, oh, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get this, and then I'll probably return some of it. So I think the point that he's trying to make is
do you know you waste a lot more time buying a whole bunch, going home, trying them on, and bringing them back?
But I don't return them, and that's the issue, I guess, that he has. And then
So you keep things that don't look good on you or don't fit you because you're too lazy to go back?
I will give them away to less fortunate people eventually, and they can benefit from this shop.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd have gave her away. I'd have gave her right back to whoever she came from, bro. So you mean to tell? No, there's no way. Okay, that's on you though. You want no? That's selfish. That's selfish. You taking from us to give to them, and they don't even know who we are. They don't even know who we are, hey, my thing with it is I don't care how deep your pockets is. I don't care how deep your pockets are, bro. You have to make wise decisions. And if you ain't adding, you subtracting. Yeah, she's a liability. She is a liability. This is not... I'm a little bit hard on her right now. I don't know. But she's a liability, bro. This is not looking like an investment. My wallet. That hurt my wallet.
shopping habit of mine. I think I'm doing a good deed.
You know, you're just killing the cheap in me. You know what I mean? I'm dizzy over here about what you're doing with your money. And Ms. Kafur, what is your main problem with him? So we've been talking about you for a moment. We see that he's a bit hanging in that problem with you. But your main concern with him is what?
I mean, I think that that's like, he's my best friend. I really love him. We have such a good time. But that is something that can get in the way of it. And he says that he has trouble saying no to me, but the times that he does say no, it's just so drastic. Like, for example, I have some issues all the time. I don't know. I'm like a dramatic person, but dramatic things happen to me. And I was pickpocketed on the subway. And before I could get an ID and a debit card and all that stuff, basically what I do is just give Aaron all of my money, like I transfer it to him, and then he gives me money when I need it. But the problem is, because of his budgeting, it's always an argument. So
Explain how that's cool.
I mean, it's not. When I get my debit card again, I'll have complete control. I do think that it has helped me a little bit with my spending, because if I have the debit card, you can bet that it's just all day. And now I sort of have to have this like in the middle.
So you use him to restrain yourself because you're unable to. I mean, it may be a method. You know, just because it would make me crazy.
If it works for y'all, it works for y'all, bro. Here's another one. If you got a problem with swiping, if you're a swipe or no swipe, whatever you make, bro, get 10 envelopes. Write rent right here, electricity right here, groceries right here, entertainment right here, and put your money in there. Savings right here, and then do it like that, bro, because that card is access. It's easy access. You look, all right, cool, shit, it's only $17. Whoosh. All right, cool, it's only $13. Whoosh. You swiping. That's just a little tip from your boy. But give him some credit. I think that's good. Whenever you have a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever it is, and they helping you out and you getting better, that's the goal. That's what we want. In the beginning, what he said in the beginning, a very important part to relationship, whatever, finances. Make sure y'all can afford what y'all want to do. So I like that. All right, got a little point on the board.
Doesn't mean that it's not something that works well for you. Beyond the money, is there something other than the fact that she likes expensive items? And you and I are going to talk about that for a minute, because I got feelings about that. But is there something else that concerns you other than her spending habits or how expensive her tastes are?
I would say occasionally jealousy becomes an issue. You know, in my field of work, you know, I have to deal with a lot of women. You know, there's women everywhere.
What is your field?
Marketing, digital marketing.
I ain't gonna lie, he look like he'll sell you Comcast, bro. He gonna sell you the triple package, triple play. You gonna have a new email. You gonna have a new cell phone. You gonna have a new goddamn provide all of that, bro. You gonna have all of that. And shout out to the direct door-to-door, bro. If you still pulling direct sales, you goated. That's not easy. That's not easy to go up and walk on somebody's doorstep. Boom, 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 boom. Excuse me, can I have a conversation with? You might be disrupting somebody from their dinner table or something like that, bro. You never know. So shout out to all my salesmen out there. Legal. Everything is legal. But yeah, shout out to the salesman out there. He looked like a salesman, bro. That's just real.
It becomes difficult when I have to have a meeting, or one of my bosses, which most of them are female, you know, ask me to dinner or to have a drink to discuss something, and I immediately know it's going to be a fight once I get back home, so I've started just avoiding it, and I'm worried that that is going to affect us financially.
Absolutely. Ms. Kafur, do you get mad if he has to deal with female bosses and clients?
I would say it depends on the situation. I mean, I do get jealous. I can give you an example of a work event that he had where I did.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so he went to this marketing event and he comes back and he's pretty honest. I just think that he's naive. I think women in New York are very lonely. I think he's a good-looking guy.
Women in New York are lonely. Okay, we're going to get letters on that, but go ahead.
He's a good-looking guy. So he comes home from this marketing event and he's like, So I got the card of this girl. She's like the manager of like some big like fashion company. And I was like, oh, how old is she? And he's like, I think she's like our age. And I'm like, really? And I was just like, this girl, she looks thirsty. Like, that's just what I thought of her.
She looks thirsty.
So then I was like, well, I mean...
You know, Ms. Kafir, what I'm going to have you explain to me is what a thirsty woman looks like. So, Ms. Kafir, you got to explain to me, what does a thirsty woman look like?
She just looked like, in the photo, looking at me through the photo, like she was gonna try to get my man. So basically, I asked him, are you going to email her?
Nah, don't put it on me. That's what I'm talking about. He ain't got nothing to do with that. He ain't got nothing to do with that. She was looking at you through the photo. She was the one looking at you. Y'all know how they be. Y'all know how to be doing. They be trying to make their eyes smaller. They be like that, like fierce and shit. whatever it is, bro. You know how don't put that on my dog. Don't put that on my dog. That's you. You came up with that. She came up with all of that in her head. He ain't got nothing to do with that. He ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I don't like that. I don't like that because that's not fair. That is not fair. That is not fair. She's sitting up here talking about she look. Then it's on LinkedIn. It's on LinkedIn, bro. LinkedIn, everybody got on little skirts, shirts, ties, and bow tie, all of that. What are you talking about? Stop it.
And he was like, yes. And so I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to spend the next 6 months trying to read his emails, and I don't want to do that. So I got up, and at this point we were living in a 5-floor walk-up. I picked up the card. I just like walked calmly over to the window, lifted the window, threw the card outside, shut the window. And I was like, well, that won't be happening.
Now, Ms. Kafur, let me say this to you. That could have been money you threw out of the window. He's not responsible for whatever she put on her Facebook or whatever other page. And you got to be grown. If you're going to be a woman, if you're going to be a wife, you got to be grown. He's got to I mean, I deal with guys all of the time, but my man's got to know I'm not going anywhere. Has he done anything to make you believe that he is looking for thirsty women?
No. No, he's not like that. He can just be a little bit naive. I mean, guys try to talk to me all the time, too.
But that's all you.
I mean, okay.
No, that wasn't a question.
A lot of it.
That's all you.
But for example, if a guy messages me on Facebook from the past, I'm just going to ignore it because I know what's going on. And if a girl messages him from the past on Facebook, he'll be like, hey, how are you doing? And I'm just like, why is that necessary? Why do you need to talk to her?
If someone from my past contacts me, I'm going to say, hi, how you doing?
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, Judge. I love you. I'm with you 99.99999999999% of the time, but an X should not exist. I'm with her, bro. I'm with Shorty on this one, man. Shout out to no, it ain't no need for that. Cause the same way, I don't think that you'll be cool with it if the shoe was on the other foot. I don't think this dude. I don't even want to know what it is to talk about. I'm straight. I don't believe that you can bring your past into your future. Well, it ain't nothing that we really need to talk about. More power to you. Best of luck and more power to you. That's just me.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I mean, that's just how I roll. You know, Mama taught me that, you know, someone speaks to you, you respond kindly. All right? I'm on, you know, I'm working with you over here. I see your difficulty.
I appreciate it.
Now, my understanding is that you two eventually moved in with one another, and once you did, the plates started flying. Explain to me what's going on in your household.
You know, I would never put my hands on a woman. My mom raised me that way. But occasionally, I can just get so frustrated with her. I mean, she has such a strong opinion, as I'm sure you've seen. You know, I'll just grab whatever's around me and kind of throw it. And
what would make you throw a plate?
So the two Pomeranians, Handsome and Chase, they have huge personalities. You'd be surprised how big the personality inside these little dogs is. So every time we leave work, you know, if you don't coddle them and be nice to them when you leave, they get angry. And they get angry at me, and almost every other day I come home from work and one of them is peed all over my pillow. Just my pillow, usually. I don't know if they're jealous of me or they just don't like me, but all over my pillows.
You've got 90 seconds to tell me why this woman is the woman you want to spend the rest of your life with.
She is just the most dynamic, adventurous, caring person that I've ever met. She's smart, she's funny. You know, I just think she's beautiful from the inside out. You know, and she's my best friend, and I couldn't really ask for more from a person. And just maybe follow the budget a little more.
Mr. Simic, if I was somewhere other than here, I'd run over there and kiss you. That is the best I love her speech I've ever gotten in here. You
Genuine. Genuine. When you are genuine and you say what's really on your mind, bro, 9 times out of 10 it yields you good results. But 1 time out of 10 it might take you 6 months, 8 days, and 12 hours to get a motherfucking date. You can be as genuine as you want to be, bro. I'm talking about, hey, how you doing this morning? You look good. I like your hair. Your coat look good. Your boots match your eyes and all of that. The shade of your skin looking good. And I think that you should go out. You can do all of that, bro. You can be as I digress. But he was genuine. See what happened when you genuine? Just be honest about it, bro. Just be honest about it. And don't be afraid to compliment your girl, give her praises, bro. If she good, you think she look good, and she look out, man. Listen, I don't give a fuck what you think. If you think she look good and that's your girl, then say that. If you like how she make the goddamn pizza bagel. She know that you like your pizza bagel a little bit burnt on the edges or something like that, bro. And say that. Be honest and be genuine about it. People can tell. People can tell. You ain't gotta be psychic or none of that other bullshit. That people can tell. People can tell when you being genuine. I go every day. Every day, bro, from about 6:30 in the morning to 7:30 in the morning, I'm studying YouTube. I'm a student of the game, bro. I'm still studying. I'm studying it. And one thing that I learned that the CEO said the key to YouTube or anything, in my personal opinion, is just being who you are. Be your genuine self. Let your genuine self come through this camera right here, and you straight, bro. And you straight. I ain't gonna sit up here and talk about, yeah, you should have cheated on her. You should have got 3 women here. Nah, bro, I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. And y'all know that I was bluffing. People can feel it. People can feel it. People can feel it when you being genuine and you being on. Except for this one fucking person, bro. She refused. I think she feel it. How y'all feel about a person when they feel it, but they refuse to feel it, but they know that they feel it because they want to feel it, but they refuse to feel it, bro? They refuse. Got my voice cracking and shining, man. Genuine.
You talked about the beauty that is on the outside, which is evident, but you took it all. I mean, dynamic, adventurous, smart, funny. Woo! Ms. Kafur, you got some work to do. Tell me why this man, other than the fact that he just said all that great stuff about you, is the man for you. Go.
Well, he's a great listener. He is also my best friend. We are always in sync. Today we were wearing the same shirt, apparently the same color. We're just like that. We're just in sync. We like all the same things. For the first time in my life, I don't feel like I'm settling. I don't want anything else. I'm just happy. He's hilarious. He loves to do adventurous things just like I do. We keep each other motivated. He's light years ahead of where I was, because I am older than him. And he's just like more mature than me in so many ways, and I love that about him.
I can co-sign on that.
So I can't even imagine, you know, when he's my age, the type of man that he'll be. I just think that he's amazing, and he still gives me butterflies.
Blow the bag bag on her, man. You supposed to go play. If the flower's 500, spend 5 bands on her. Spend 5 bands on her, bro. She just threw her heart out there in the middle of the court and she ain't give a fuck how nobody felt about it. That woman love you. That woman love you, bro. She prays and prays. What's Snoop say on the wire? What she say on the wire? She said, "You don't hear motherfucker over here praising you. Gave you the praise, bro. Projected a nice future for you, saying that you mature, and she can only imagine how you gonna be when you reach her age. This is that woman love you, bro. That woman love you, bro. Yeah. Now, all right. Well, I got a little carried away. Maybe not 5,000. We're not gonna do that. That was a little bit too much. I got a little bit carried away. But man, if y'all loving on each other like that, if that's how y'all coming, y'all giving it up like this, I ain't shit. Let me know when the marriage. I was about to say marriage, the wedding, all of that, horseback riding, all of that. Yeah, this is good. This is good, bro. This is good. What I like. Excuse me. What I like the most about it, What I like the most about it is no ego. It's no ego, bro. It's okay. He better than me at that, or okay, she better than me at that. Fine, it is what it is. But it helped me get better. Or whatever. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan, man.
Oh, y'all just killing me. You're just killing me. I'm having fun and everything. Now, I looked at the compatibility test. I did. You said something that no one ever said to me before, and I think it's one of the most important things in the world. He said, I believe women have a tendency to be more emotionally aware, i.e. have a higher emotional IQ.
Whoa.
That was deep. Hey. Because usually when I get that question, it's usually, yeah, they're crying, they're crazy, and all that kind of stuff.
Emotional.
And emotionally aware. And I thought that was deep. I really did. I really did. The only thing that red flagged me, you said you had a temper, and you said what you don't like about him is when he uses his strength against me. And I want you to be real serious about that. What do you mean when he uses his strength against me?
If I want to do something, like let's say that he's using the laptop,
right,
and I want to use it, because he's bigger than me, so he can just kind of like block me, and I get so frustrated, because I'm like, and then he could just like easily I'm like a fly, you know what I mean? He's just like, you're gonna stand here because I'm stronger than you, and he'll just put me there, and I can't do anything, and it's frustrating, and then that's when I get really mad. Maybe I'll throw a plate. No, I'm just kidding.
A few plates.
Mr. Simic, do you put her places?
I never put my hands on her, but I definitely will stop her. I'll block her, I'll box her out, kind of, from doing things, but,
Now, are you two playing when that happens, or is somebody angry?
I mean, there's definitely some anger there. Thankfully nothing's happened, but,
You gotta get up out of there, bro. You gotta get up out of there. And you said it. Thankfully, nothing has happened. You didn't finish it. You didn't say yet. Yet. These situations get, what's the word? Escalated, bro. They get escalated. Yeah, you might have meant to bump and box out, but then she jumped back, hit her head on something by accident. It's an accident, but, and I get it. I understand. It's going to be situations where, the temper's going to flare. Somebody not going to be happy. Somebody not going to feel hurt. Somebody going to get aggressive, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, bro. But you in this situation, when it's like that, and she's seeing red and got down ready to charge and got horns, bull horns, and when it's like that, bro, you got to get up out of there. You gotta get up out of there. It ain't worth sitting on the couch with the laptop and editing the video at that point in time. It ain't even worth it, bro. Just take it to the library, take it to your brother's house or something like that, bro. Because again, my thing with it is, I ain't that physical, all that. That's a no. That is a no. And mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. We don't want them to happen, but they do. They do, bro. So be careful and situate. Get up out of there. Get up out of there. We don't want to see nobody get hurt. Accident, purpose. None of that, bro. None of that.
Here's what I gotta say about that. Mr. Simic, I think you're a nice guy, but I gotta say this. A lot of people get this part wrong. They always say, I don't put my hands on a woman. But if you are in any way using your physicality, your strength to impede her, to move her, to block her, to not allow her to do something, that is wrong. You should not in any way physically control her. It ain't right. It isn't fair. And it leads to other things. Your hands are not the issue. It is your strength, your body, and what you do with it. Do you understand that?
No, I do.
You can't impede her, move her, nothing like that. Just whatever, you know, hey, just like the hands in the pocket, whatever. Now, here's what I got to say to the two of you. I think you're fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. You look good together, which means nothing at all, but I just thought I'd say it. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders. You need to grow up a little bit. And I think you know you need to grow up a little bit. You just don't
Need to
think...
do it.
Yeah, you can do it. You know what you need to do, and you know all of that. So here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna slide this over to Joe. And I'm gonna let him slide it over to you. But let it expire. Because I want you guys to have a year under your belt where you're not impeding, blocking, moving, or otherwise instructing her physically how it and where she can go. And I want you to stick to a budget. Because I'm gonna tell you something, it'll kill you. Money, stick to a perf. Over to you. But let it expire. Because I want you guys to have a year under your belt where you're not impeding, blocking, moving, or otherwise instructing her physically how it and where she can go. And I want you to stick to a budget. Because I'm going to tell you something, it'll kill you. Money will lay right on you, smack you all upside the head, and you'll never get the marriage right. Do you hear me? So love one another. Don't have any babies. Right?
It's difficult.
We have the babies.
Right.
We got the babies.
And those are the best kind of babies to have until you get married. And then after a year, you get your situation together, then you two get together. This matter is adjourned.